Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Keep Up. I'm your host, Dragon Paragon, and with me, as always, is the illustrious Lord Zod.
Hello.
Zod, why don't you tell everybody about the playmat we're using today?
So today's playmat is modeled after the Magic Card Anarchy from the Ice Age set by Phil Foglio. It's part of his most recent Kickstarter, and they number all there, so there's only 150 of these ones made. I'm a big fan of their artwork, and it brings me back to the early days when I was playing Magic.
That's super cool. That's his signature there?
That's his signature on top.
That's awesome.
And this would be the signature that was on the original art for the card.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay, no, it's very striking. I rather love it. So today we're going to be doing some graded cards. One of our shipments came in, so we're gonna name everybody's cards here and show them off. We'll probably have more soon, actually, because it's been quite a year's end. But yeah, why don't we get started?
So we got two shipments, right? First, we're going to do two in this video.
Yes, that's right.
First one is from CGC, and then we get a small, 13 card order from Beckett.
That's right, and we sent the Beckett ones in on a Friday, so we had to do exactly 13. It's one of Beckett's rules.
It might have been October 13th. I'm not 100%, but it was very close.
Otherwise, the Ancient One awakens, and like Beckett's on the hook for that. So, for insurance reasons, they got to follow the rituals.
Yeah. Anyway, are you ready to begin?
Indeed. So this first card is from Logan. Logan, thank you for using the service. This is going to be Misty's Determination from XY Evolutions. It's one of the original gym leaders. These cards are always great. Coming in at a 9, so nice grade on that one. You can expect a card like this to go for about $20. The non-reverse holo Misty's Determination isn't exactly a rare card, but there's not a whole lot of these in population. In fact, there's only 4 9s and only 6 above it. So very, very few of that card got sent in, which is super crazy.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Oh, that's a shinier card.
Indeed. This is also one that Logan sent in. You'll get these little fibers whenever you get a box back from CGC, just from the cardboard packaging they use. But yeah, there's the Full Art Misty's Determination, also from XY Evolutions, coming in at a 9.5. Very healthy score. A card like that would run you about $70 on the open market. And there's more of these in stock out in the world. 4 9.5s and 86 made the grade of 10. So still, though, absolutely lovely card. That's all for Logan. This next one is from Ari.
Is that a French card I see?
That is a French card you see. Here in the States, we call it Origin Form Dialga V-Star. In the France, they call it Le Dalgia. So there you go. That's totally true. Don't Google it. Yeah, it came back in at a Gem Mint 10, which is just crazy. I mean, this is, of course, the super rare out of Crown Zenith from the Galarian Gallery. Amazing card. If you were to buy that, you'd have to spend between $80 and $90. For population, that's actually a very rare one. There's only one Gem Mint 10 that CGC's ever graded, and that's it right there.
Nice.
And only one at a higher grade. So yeah, that's
nice.
quite a unique card. Ari just sent us the one card. This next one is actually from Yukaige.
Yukaige, okay. I was sure it was going to be part of your collection with it being a 9-10.
It could have been. I actually got first dibs on this one, and I passed on it. And
really?
I'm kind of kicking myself now.
That's a first edition German?
Yes, first edition German Ninetales. Coming back at a 9.5. Absolute beautiful find, Yukaige. Wonderful card. Please enjoy it for me. So Yukaige does her own breaks as well, so we're going to post a link to her video in the thing that describes the video. You know where to find it. Next card. Sorry. Dude, I'm doing a terrible job. That card, the Ninetales, goes for about $275. There is one German first edition Ninetales at 9.5, and that is it. And there are 8 more at higher grades. I checked this one. There's only 88 total that CGC has ever graded, which is a very small amount.
Okay.
So that's just super cool to see, Mm-hmm. Next up, we're going to be going into John's cards. John, thank you for sending some cards in with us. Mr. Mime here didn't come back at a very high grade at a 5.5. You always want to see something a little bit higher. But at a first edition jungle card, his rarity is going to carry his value anyway. You can expect to get a card like this for around $30. And there are 23 5.5s that have gone through CGC and 412 in higher grades. which means that there's only like 450, 480 of that card total. So not a lot.
Yeah. Pretty rare on them. It's a
Indeed. So this is going to be the Milotic. What grade did we get on that guy?
Looks like a 7 on this one.
All right, that's not bad either. He's the one out of Hidden Legends, of course. You can get a card like this for around $30. If you're looking for it at a con or from a shop, it's probably going to be a bit higher just because the Hidden Legends stuff can be hard to find. So you may see it go as high as 40, but if you see it for higher than that, I probably wouldn't get it. There are 3 of these at the rank of 7 and 66 in higher ranks. So that's actually going to be most of the population, and that's still sub 100. And what do we got next on the list?
This is Azumarill?
Yep, Azumarill. That's the one.
That's the one. Is that normal color on top, or is that for that set?
For that set, yeah. For the
okay.
reverse hollows especially, they've got like the foiled names and the set stamp. That was how they were doing them for the EX block there.
Okay.
And really good grade on that one, an 8.5. A card like this will value around 55 in the slab. About 10 8.5s have been done in CGC and 19 at higher grades. So very low population as well. That's it for all of John's cards. Next, we're going to be going to Michael. And Michael has got some bangers, let me tell you.
Is that an Aerodactyl?
That is Aerodactyl. It's actually Aerodoctor.
Aerodoctor.
Indeed. Yeah, the Pokedex entry originally had a lot of notes about how it would treat other Pokemon's injuries. But because of the typo Aerodactyl, it was too late to actually change that part.
Mm-hmm.
So because Ken Sugimori actually stamped it on all of the first draft materials. Mm-hmm. So everybody else had to rewrite all the lore for the Pokemon, and that's why he's Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl? I mean, he does look like he's got his forceps there.
Yeah. They actually had to draw those out.
Okay.
Again, Sugimori demanded it.
Yeah.
So 9.5 is an amazing grade for that. Card like that is about 115 on the market. 108 have come in at a 9.5. And looks like 419 have come in at higher grades. So that one is one we're seeing that is getting graded a lot, right?
Yeah.
Just 500 of them in the higher echelons.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can only imagine. So what's next?
Magneton.
There you go. Just a ton of magnets that was blessed by Santa Claus and came to life. Coming in at 9.5 is, of course, a really healthy grade. Value for that one is going to be like 165. Also, I apologize. Aerodactyl is 140. So 165 to buy a card like this at a 9.5. Really rare card. Really cool to see. I'm totally messing up. The pop numbers for the Aerodactyl were 13 at 9.5 and 41 at 10. The high pop numbers are the one we're going to see next. But yeah, Magneton, also similar sort of numbers. 12 of them at 9.5, 48 at actually get the 10.
Okay. And we have some Articuno.
Yes.
So notice a lot of first edition fossil from
a whole lot of first edition fossil. Michael, it seems like you're quite the collector. Big fan of the fossil set. We approve. It's cool to see your cards. Thank you for using the service. Yeah, so the first ed Articuno here, this is the one that had the numbers of 108 at rank 8 and then 419 at higher ranks. Which I imagine has to be a large percentage of the population of the card. Mm-hmm. Usually you're not going to see the lower ranks very populated because most people just won't grade if it's that beat up.
Sure.
Articuno is the one who you can expect to get it for $115.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay. I'm back on track. Let's keep going.
Okay. Ooh, is that a Shining Celebi?
It sure is. What's the grade on that bad boy?
Looks like I got a 5.
So not a very high grade, unfortunately. However, when it comes to things like this, especially the Shinings, you kind of want to get them graded no matter what shape they're in. Part of the reason is because they're protected at that point, and the other part is so there's no doubts about what you have, because it's still worth money. Mm-hmm. Even at a 5, Shining Celebi from Neo Destiny can be expected to go for around $180. Ooh. Would not be surprised if you saw it for $200 plus in a shop or at a con.
Gotcha.
There are 23 at a 5 and 335 comprising all of ranks higher than 5. So not many of those. There's probably only 400 ever been populated through CGC. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Pretty rare.
Yeah, very.
Okay.
Very.
So next up, we have a 4.5, but it's a Shining Kabutops.
That's right. Another one of the Shining set. Michael, you're quite a collector. Neo Destiny's been good to you. And yeah, the Shinings came out in Neo Destiny. It was the first time they'd showed up. And of course, the Shining Charizard's the king among them, as you might expect. But yeah, even with creases and whatnot and getting the low score, it's still $130.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%. There's 18 at 4.5 and 346 at higher ranks. So again, a card with just a very low population. Like there might not even be 370 just out.
Very nice.
Yeah. What's coming up next?
Next up, we have, it looks like Zapdos EX from, is that EX Fire Red and Leaf?
And Leaf Green. Yeah, that's right. The Fire Red and Leaf Green set. That one was crazy because like they had reverse holo versions of some of the cards, but it's not reverse holo like we know it today. It was just holo, but it was a card that wouldn't normally be holo. Like you could get a reverse holo Bulbasaur that is just like holo for some reason. And they're really pretty. Also rare. Like it's not like today where you get 2 of them in every pack. Anyway, stats on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So coming in at 6.5, still worth around $80. There are 13 of these at 6.5 and only 97 in the higher ranks. So this is a rare card. There's very few of them out there, probably under 150 from CGC. Okay. PSA is, of course, probably going to have more. They've been in the game longer.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're getting like overall population of the card, that would be across all companies, right?
Right.
So I don't have access to those numbers, but like just comparatively to the other ones, there's way fewer of that one flying around.
Yep.
What's your favorite legendary bird? I don't think I've asked.
What are the legendary birds?
Articuno, Moltres, and Jim.
Yeah.
Zapdos.
Zapdos.
We just saw him. Yeah, he's right there.
Articuno. I like the snowbird.
That's fair. Yeah. No, that's cool.
Fair.
That's cool.
Does that?
I mean, Articuno was a member of Alpha Flight, so
yeah,
that makes sense.
What the Marvel superhero team from Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snowbird?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Articuno.
Yeah. Who else would it be?
Buck. My bad.
Okay.
Next up, we got Moltres Legendary Collection. Rated a 5.
Yeah, so that's one of those reverse holofoils from Legendary Collection, and Legendary Collection is a very appropriate name. These things are absolutely lit. Like, take a good look at that Zod.
Yeah, that's shiny.
Yeah, how do you like that fireworks pattern?
That is pretty cool.
So even out of 5, it's expected to go for around $75. There are 6 at the rank 5 and 147 at higher ranks. So again, really low population numbers just throughout. Those Legendary Collection reverse holos are just, they're things of beauty. Like you ever end up with one of those in your possession, just get it graded. Just take care of it. They're beautiful. Beautiful and rare.
Beautiful and rare.
Yeah. What's next?
We got Bulbasaur from our Legendary Collection.
Okay, yeah, and there you are. Now, 3.5 is probably the lowest grade I think we've ever gotten, which it wasn't a surprise. He's got like water damage on him. But the reason that even something like this gets graded is because even at a 3.5, you can expect a card like this to go for $90.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is Bulbasaur too.
All people love Bulbasaur. There are 2 at 3.5. Probably there may not even be any lower. And there's 163 at higher ranks. So like all told, maybe 170 of those ever grace CGC's doors. It's just wild to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Indeed. And I think we've got one more reverse holo left.
Probably going to be 2.
Oh, fair.
We got Golem.
Nice. That one's really exciting. It's cool to see one of these come back at a higher grade, right?
Yeah.
Legendary Collection also. He's still got that beautiful firework pattern. Yeah. At an 8, there are 19 like him and 57 at higher grades. And you can expect this one to go for $90 on the market.
Okay.
Which is a handsome little value there. Golem, of course, isn't as popular as Bulbasaur, and not as rare as the legendary bird, so that's why you're seeing that dip in price. And this one should be the last reverse holo.
Flareon.
Nice. Gotta love my evolutions.
Yeah.
So yeah, Flareon at a 5.5, middling score there, but with these older cards, there's just a lot more time for things to have happened to them.
Yep.
So they typically don't get as high as the ones fresh out of the pack these days. So, get them graded now, keep them safe. But yeah, the Flareon reverse holo, there's 9 of them at a 5.5, 137 at higher ranks, and you can expect it to go for $70. Michael had a very special card he sent in with us. And I saved that one for last. You want to do the honors there?
Yeah, so we got a base set, Gem Mint 9 Charizard.
Yep, that's right.
Has a shadow because it's not first edition.
Indeed.
That is a nice looking card from 1999.
Yeah, it is. And there's man, I'm getting jittery just looking at this card. This thing is crazy. So Yeah, there are Shadowless that are not first edition. The Shadowless was a print run error on the first run of cards that included all of the first edition in it.
Yeah.
And then they once they fixed it, that's what's referred to as the unlimited run.
Yeah.
But yeah, this bad boy at a 9 is, I mean, it's incredible. Back then, they didn't print the cards as good as they do now. It was so rare to get something even at like a 9.
Yeah.
This card is worth like $1,100.
That in,
yep. In fact, we have sleeves.
There you go. Okay.
We're going to put a sleeve on them.
Okay, very nice.
There are 565 of these at grade 9 that CGC has done. 166 have made the grade and gone higher.
Yeah. And
we've all heard the stories. We know what a grade 10 Charizard goes for.
Yeah.
So yeah, grade 9 Charizard, 1100. It's absolutely amazing. Congratulations, Michael. I hope you enjoy this bad boy. There we go.
Okay.
Keep that guy nice.
Keep that off to the side over there. Yeah. Here, wait. Put it right here.
Yeah.
So just in the picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So those are going to be Michael's cards. Next up are the cards from Ryan. Ryan sent in quite a few as well, and we're also going to see some really neat cards. So thank you very much for choosing the service. What was the first card Ryan sent?
First is Raichu. It's the Master Ball Reverse Holo from Pokemon 151 Japanese.
That's right.
These reverse holos, from what I remember, came 1 per box.
1 per box. That's right. That's right. And this one got a 10.
Yep.
Really, really amazing card. Really cool to see. Only 20 like it have gone through CGC. 31, surprisingly, have gotten higher than Gem 10. Which the
pristine,
pristine or perfect is the only scores that get higher. And I had to check. I had to find out how many total had been sent into CGC.
Yeah.
59.
Okay.
So it's almost none, right? And 51 of them, and this is why we say that Japanese cards are printed better. 51 of them were 10 or better. So yeah, very, very cool card there. What's next?
Next up, we have the Venusaur.
That's right.
From base set Japanese.
Oh, does it have a rarity symbol on it?
Where would that be down?
Right there. Okay, it does. It does.
Okay.
The original, there's no such thing as first edition for the first sets of Japanese. They just didn't do it. But there is something that like almost is first edition for the base set, and that is they didn't put rarity symbols during the first print run. So if you have a base set card in Japanese that does not have a rarity symbol, it's basically a first edition and is worth a lot more money. They're a lot rarer, of course. So yeah, this guy right here at a 9.5 is just a gorgeous card, especially for something that's been around since '99. You know, it's worth around $425. So quite a beautiful number. Do you mind if I get to go?
I'll just slide it over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That's good. The Japanese cards were not printed by Wizards of the Coast then, right? And the American ones were in that?
I believe so, yeah.
So the Wizards of the Coast era was still what, 2001, 2002 or something like that?
I want to say it was 99 that the first print run happened.
Right.
Might have been tail end 98.
Yeah, 99 is the first run.
Any later than
but
that,
Wizards is only for like 3 or 4 years before it went to a different company?
No, actually, I think they went. The last one they did was e-reader, so they actually must have had it till like 06 or something. Okay, they were in there for a while.
Okay, just a little bit longer than I remember, but so it all blends together.
$425 for that one. There are 2 at 9.5, 49 at higher, and in this one, there's actually 1,197 total that CGC has done.
Nice.
So this one is a very small percentage has done this well, and that's just really cool to see.
Okay. This next one, CGC is now back doing their metal cards.
That's right.
It's the Charizard from the Ultra Premium Collection. 9.5. That's pretty good on that one. Those metal ones got dinged up pretty easily because they weren't past the securest.
They were. Depends on the set. This one actually came in a clamshell. Okay. And I think the Pikachu did too. Okay. So as long as the clamshell was okay, they were usually all right. Okay. But yeah, it's easy for them to take damage, and it's hard to get the good grades on this one. This one at a 9.5 is pretty good. There are 92 like it, and actually 700 at 10, which I thought was pretty surprising.
That's a lot higher than I thought.
But there are 3,030 total that have been sent in.
Fair enough.
So that's still, like a third is getting those high marks. Right. You want to guess how much something like this is worth?
I'm gonna go $725.
Nope.
Okay.
It is 1,950.
I was just a little bit off.
So that is actually the video winner so far. Congratulations, Ryan. And like I just love this sort of like coppery, sort of reddish metal they have. They're so cool.
Heck yeah.
But that is not the only metal card that got sent in.
Okay. Oh, there's the Pikachu medal.
That's
Came
right.
back as a 9.
So yeah, it just a stone's throw away from getting as good as his big brother here did. And at a 9, there are 854 that are similar, also getting a 9. Only 443 made 10.
Okay.
So it looks like the 10 on that one's kind of a lot rarer. 2,200 were sent in total.
Okay. So.
But the weirdest part is, and I'm gonna have you guess, what's the price on this guy?
It's Pikachu.
It's Pikachu.
Can you tell me I think he's over Charizard.
He's not.
He's not?
He's not.
Okay. Like 1,800?
Nope.
Okay. What do you get?
65.
$65?
You could get this for $65.
Man, I would have way overpaid.
Tons everywhere. Well, I mean, that's kind of the reason why I say the prices, right? So people stay informed.
Yeah.
It's fun to do the research. I'm not going to.
That's right. Because
enjoy it.
This came out of the Celebrations one.
It did.
So that would have been 2021, right? So there's all those. Got overhyped and they got the extra printing, right?
Well, but at the same time, like this guy was in that too. So
true, fair enough. It's Charizard.
Oh, were they different boxes?
Yeah,
no, I don't think
this is the right. Isn't that no? They're both Celebrations.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure they were different boxes. I think they might have been the same box.
Same box.
We were selling. We were doing a con circuit, so I actually sold a number of these boxes. I should know because I've seen people open them, but like I don't.
So if I have one, like let's say in our storage thing away from my house, like in the vault, I should probably open it or keep it sealed still.
Keep it sealed.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it sealed.
Okay.
Unless you can guarantee you're getting a 10 out of it, which, by the way, the jump from 9 to 10 is insane. He's not $65 at 10. I'll tell you that. I believe he does go up to 4 digits or close.
Fair enough.
But yeah, keep it sealed. I think in general, it's always a safe bet. So what else do we have next?
Next, we have a first edition English Bulbasaur.
So yeah, there it is, coming in at Gem Mint 10, which is just absolutely astounding for one of the most sought after cards in Gen 1. A lot of Bulbasaur starters out there. Just the ungraded first edition Bulbasaur is like $180.
Okay. Oh god.
Yep. You want to guess what this goes for?
It's got to be 4 digits.
It is.
Is it like 18?
A little bit less, 1,500. 1,500. Okay. So congratulations, Ryan. Your 180 card went to 1,500. There are 13 Gem 10s that CGC has graded, and none higher. So this is
Okay.
This is the highest graded Bulbasaur rank that's ever come out of CGC. Again, congratulations.
Is this the next card from Ryan too?
Yes, it is.
I just want to say thank you very much. As a collector, I appreciate all these high grade ones from old cards.
Yeah.
Because it's a Charmander at 10 from first edition.
So when these are actually, I believe, Ryan's sons.
Okay.
He had them in a binder since probably, for an insanely long time. Like these cards came from before when his son was born.
Right.
I believe the story was a friend had given him the binder and instructed him to keep them safe. And boy, did he keep them safe.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
When I saw all of those first edition cards come into the shop, in the shape they're in, I thought they had to be fake. I was like, there's no way they're this pretty. There's no way there's this many.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, here they are. They're the real deal. So that Charmander is worth about 850. Gem 10, of course. There are 41 Gem 10 Charmanders that have come out of CGC for the first editions, and only 2 have ever gotten higher. So not many of those pristine 10s around.
Okay.
Especially not for base set.
Yeah.
Just, my God, it's so cool.
Sure.
It's beautiful. I'm going to wipe away a tear.
Okay. Is this his as well?
It is.
Got an Arcanine. Only a 9, but still.
Yeah, I know.
Still, we'll take our first edition
really
base.
Letting us all down.
Yeah, come on.
So yeah, Arcanine is one of the most popular pseudo legendaries. A little bit of trivia here: Arcanine was actually slated to be a legendary initially. I'm actually not making that up. That actually is something that's true. You can Google that. Great. Now I have to specify that. Oh man, I gotta make something up real quick just to throw people off my scent. Arcanine is actually the words bear trap rearranged. There we go. So yeah, worth around $150 for a first edition Arcanine at a 9. Beautiful, beautiful card. 29 have come in at that grade, and only 9 have gotten higher.
Okay.
All right. Next we've got... What do we have next?
We have a Squirtle from base set.
Oh, nice.
At a 9.5.
So yeah, Squirtle, of course. Those first 3 starters are just winners. There's not a bad one among them. Of course, Fire type is the best because it always is, and everyone knows that. But yeah, they're all 3 of the original starters are winners. And the Squirtle at 9.5 can be expected to go for $615.
Ooh.
There are 7 of these around at 9.5, and only 36 have gotten higher. Which at that point, if you're higher than a 9.5, you're in 10 territory, just 100%. So yeah, gorgeous card out of a gorgeous submission, like another one, right?
Right.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get another one coming in here.
Charmeleon.
So this one unfortunately didn't continue the winning streak, which is a real shame. But like, I mean, how lucky can you really get, right? Like it's you already won in cards, so I guess it was kind of expected for one of them to not hit the high. Yeah, 5.5 is more in line with what you might expect coming out of a base set submission. Still expected to go for around $50, $60. Like if you wanted to buy a card like that, that's what you'd see it for. 13 of them at 5.5. And there are 250 that have done higher. So like less than 300 total.
Nice.
Which is really crazy. That first edition, still rare. Yeah. Only going to get rarer. What's next?
Oh, next we got Ivysaur.
Hey, there we go. 10. Yeah. So we had almost the full line. We didn't have the Blastoise Venusaur, which is real sad. But like, if you're going to get one of them, get the Charizard.
Yeah.
Which actually I don't. Oh no, he didn't have the Charizard either. His Charizard was the gold card. Yeah. Which I mean, hey, that one did great. It's worth more than the original. Well, but not first edition. Yeah. But yeah, still the Ivysaur at 10, beautiful card. Expected to go for around 650. Nice. So just lovely valuation there. Only 13 of these have come out of CGC, and none have gotten higher than Gem Mint.
Okay.
So yeah, only 13 of those have ever gotten a 10 through CGC.
Very nice.
Just it's so crazy being able to be like, oh yeah, there's like less than 20 of these in the world, and I'm holding one. Like, it's crazy. Anyway. What's next?
It's shocking. We got an Electabuzz.
Oh, I always liked Electabuzz. He's a cool guy. Yeah. 7.5 is a handsome grade, especially for base set. Card like this, you can expect to get for around $60.
Okay.
And like I know that we're giving out a little bit of blowback because we've been talking about 4 figures already, but you got to remember that the booster pack was $4. So like $60 ain't bad. Actually, back then it might have been $3.
It was probably $1.99 or $2.99.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm like,
yep. The cruel march of the ages. 19 have hit 7.5 of this guy, and 85 have done above. So just not a lot of Electabuzzes out there.
It's my champ.
It sure is.
I love my fighting types.
What's the grade on that?
That's a Gem Mint 10 right there.
It sure is.
That's a base set first edition.
Yep.
So they put this one as shadowless holo, but they didn't do it on the others. Is that because?
Well, the reason they did that is because Machamp wasn't included in the set. You couldn't pull Machamp. He only came from the starter decks.
Okay.
And he was always first edition.
Okay, gotcha.
And there's a shadowless version and a shadowed version, which makes Machamp, I believe, the only shadowed first edition.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Which, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Just, post it in the comments. I'll read it. But yeah, it's a really, really cool one there. There are 15 of these that have gotten a Gem Mint 10, and only 1 has ever gotten higher. So still an extremely rare card. I actually goofed here. I thought he was the shadowed version, and that's the price I researched.
Okay.
So, I researched the price, $1,050, and, that's the cheaper version. So I don't know how much this one is, but it's more than that. So we're going to put him in a sleeve.
Because he's my champ.
He sure is. He worked hard to be your champ, Zod. So yeah, a lot of really crazy cards coming out here. Yeah. You want to, I know you already saw what's coming next. You want to tell the crowd?
We got Pikachu.
We sure do.
Yeah. Oh, 9.5 for base set Pikachu.
Indeed, 9.5. And it is a shame. I have to say it. It is a shame he didn't come back as a 10 because the jump in grades on Pikachu specifically is beyond sane. But yeah, 9.5 is just gorgeous for a card from the late 90s at a first edition, of course. So it's got all the bells and whistles. No red cheek misprint, sadly. But still, it's such a card. And that guy, despite being a common, that's a circle right there, can be expected to go for $530. There is one of these at 9.5 and 14 at 10.
Crazy.
So I think people are really, really looking for those Pikachus, and they're not sending in unless they know they're going to get it good, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a common, he's not that rare a card, but at higher grades, he absolutely is. And of course, the first edition is, I mean, he commands a higher price than a lot of the other first editions of bigger rarities. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's Pikachu for you. It's kind of what you can expect.
Then we got Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go.
Indeed, we're finally back to like normal cards, right?
Okay, yeah.
We've walked through like the insanity. And here's like a normal card. Yeah. At Gem 10, Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go goes for about $50. Mm-hmm. Still very affordable. Now's a really good time to like get one.
Yep.
If you've got one and get it and think he's in pretty good condition, it's probably not a bad idea to send him in. It's pretty cheap. It's like $15 plus shipping. But yeah, I'm always happy to see a Charizard. I know you are too.
Heck yeah.
There's 978. Of these at Gem 10.
Yep.
I didn't look up the total submission numbers, but they must be huge. Mm-hmm. 140 have gone higher than Gem. Well, I'm putting this on the sleeve. Only 140 have gotten to pristine or perfect. And the last one's a really funny one. Actually, I included this because I just love seeing it. Okay. It is not a Pokemon card.
No. We got a Garbage Pail Kid card, 1985, Lukewarm.
And you probably know a lot more about these than I do.
Yeah, these one, the Copycat Awards, every of these, if you can't tell, they're all stickers. So a lot of us had them as kids and put them on stickers all over. There was albums to attach them to. There are 2 versions of each picture with different names on it. Oh. So I can't remember what the other one would be, but they both are all play on words and stuff. These things are amazing to see. Numbers are right up there, super easy to find. Yeah. These were... God, I think 25 or 50 cents for a pack of 3 or 5 of them back when we were.
That's great.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. I predated Pokemon for 20 years.
So now I want to go through my garage and try to find where all of me.
Yeah, so they do have value. That one at a Gem 10, you can expect that to go for $220.
Wow,
which is super crazy for a sticker.
Yep,
that costs 50 cents.
Yeah, gotta go tell my parents. See, told you.
You're right.
Could have been a contender.
So yeah, that's all we had from CGC. I hope you enjoyed it. It was insane. Yep. Thank you everybody for participating. From the bottom of my heart, it strikes me with such joy just to be able to see these things, just to make it so that people could get these graded and like own this stuff, right? So it's just great. I'm so happy that we started doing the service, and I'm not ever going to stop.
Heck yeah. So the next little bit, like I said, we got our, I think, Lucky 13 from Beckett. First one, prices, we have no idea on the prices because did not bother to look at them. I can kind of give you ballpark figures, but a lot of them probably will be changing recently, ups and downs.
That's fair, yeah. And I researched the CGC order. The Beckett order kind of caught me by surprise, so I haven't done my homework.
Yeah, and the reason why we sent these off to Beckett is a bunch of them are going to be Magic cards, and people who want the Magic cards, a lot of them were wanting the subgrades. And so since CGC stopped doing the subgrades, Beckett was doing the subgrades, so we went with them. Sometimes it's fun to see the breakdown. Sometimes you go, oh, I thought that would be better.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like 10, 9.5, 4.
Yeah. But the first one is from one of the local...
It's from Yukaige, actually. Yeah. In addition to being a Houndoom fan, she also is quite the fan of Beelzemon. So Yukaige, your boy came back here and he did pretty good. You can see the 9.5s there. So we've got a 9++ here, which just gorgeous card overall. That's the alternate out of the starter decks.
Okay.
So you had to buy multiple starter decks until one of them had that in it, and it's like one a case or something. It was kind of a scam.
Yeah, chase cards.
Damn. Yeah, pretty much.
Next one, I like to grade some of my commanders for Magic, so this is not really a very sought after card. It is just one that makes me chuckle.
Nice.
So it's one to send in to put into my brick for my quasi competitive mono green deck. But Zavala, Heart of the Wild. Yeah. So it's a 9+. Yeah. Not bad. It's got it gets the etch treatment and stuff, so pretty good.
Sure.
So not the most valuable card. Probably like $8. So might have.
No. At a slab 9, you can with subgrades you can probably expect that to go for like 30.
Yeah. No.
You have to find a buyer. But
Yeah.
Look, you spent $20 to get that to happen. Like that's not a tall order.
Right.
Like that's not unreasonable.
Fair enough. Next up, Lord of Atlantis from the Junior Super Series promo. So again,
I feel like
old
that's
school
be
foil,
a lot more than $20.
Yeah. I don't even know the cards have fluctuated a lot in the last 6 months since when I planned to send them in.
Boy, they really have, haven't they?
But I think this was like 30 or 40 before being graded. So a 9 probably gives it to about 40 or 50.
Yeah, I would put it on 50. Yeah,
that's 10 to 15. But it's just a beautiful old foil border.
For sure, yeah.
Junior Super Series. For sure. Yeah.
And Lord of Atlantis is a very impactful card. Like a lot of people have run that card.
Yep. Next up.
Just leave them out.
Just leave them out. Is Antiquities Mishra Factory Autumn. So this is the picture that was reprinted in the various different sets.
Okay.
So just the old school again. Folio, big fan of the artwork, so I had to send this one in.
For sure.
It's my best of the condition one. So 2.5s, 2 9s for card that I knew was not in. So these cards came out before sleeves were around, so these were played in decks that we had to shuffle.
Okay. Yeah.
So any of
That's
them
not bad.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well done.
Next up,
apparently you're a very gentle shuffler.
Nope. I just got lucky on that one.
Nope. All right.
Twiddle. So 7th edition for Magic had alternate arts, and before this time, except for Alpha Beta, all the numbered sets were reprint sets, and they were always white bordered.
Okay.
So the only way to get the black border version of the arts was to have the foil.
Wow.
And so sent off a couple of the 7th edition foils to check it out and stuff.
That's really cool.
So yeah. So again, 9, 9.5, 8.5, 8.5. So
yeah, very good.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Twiddle's such a playable card.
Twiddle's a playable card.
Yeah, any deck can use Twiddle.
Yeah, as long as it casts blue.
Well, yes. Okay, fine. Any blue deck can use Twiddle.
There we go.
Jeez.
Also from 7th edition, we have Yawgmoth's Edict. So anyway, another, was it 9.5, 9, 9++? Yeah, 9++ for the 7th edition foil. Cool. Again, I just sent in a couple that I thought would be good. Yeah. So what's funny is you could almost, they're like, these lived in binders for years.
They saw play.
This one was 2001, so it would have been in a sleeve. So you couldn't actually play with foils unless you had a majority of your deck foil.
Really?
Because they're considered marked.
Huh.
Because foils would shuffle and bend differently. And for a long time, like same with Alpha, when it was Alpha to Beta, like you had to have 70%. Like if you had 3 or 4, then they said it was okay. Then they realized, that may let people cheat because if they drew the other 3, they knew which one that was.
Well, I mean, you'd also... In tradition, in honoring the tradition, Wizards of the Coast still makes their foils so they Pringle.
Yeah.
So yeah,
a lot of that's humidity from where they're printed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with because I've had ones that aren't printed. When I was in humid areas, they all came out flat.
Oh well, there you go.
Which is kind of great.
That's nice. That is crazy.
This Time Spiral Remastered had the retro grade.
Pokemon doesn't have that problem.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Anyway, so Ponder's a really cool
card. This is I think $200 to $300 before grading.
Oh wow!
So 9.5, so 9++ Ponder.
Yeah, that's probably let's see, 200-300. I would guess maybe 380-400.
We'll think about it.
Yeah, sure. No,
So-
it's neat.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
Think about it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Got it.
What a ponderous pun.
Ponders. And then we're gonna go back into old school, show some sliver.
Yeah, all right.
So Sliver Queen.
Sliver Queen.
And a 9, basically a 9+ Sliver Queen.
Yeah.
Again, I played a Sliver deck when I was in high school.
And that card was in it.
And I guess this would have been college also. Yes, this card was in it. In my Sliver Queen deck with slivers, 5 color, before there's true mana fixing, playing Vanguard with the Sliver Queen as my. Yeah.
So you had
A lot
that
of
card saw play for like what, 8 years?
Probably 2 to 3 years. Minimum.
2 to 3 years.
2 to 3
minimum.
years consistently. Minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it came back in a 9.
It came back as a 9, so
Wow.
I can't ask for much
Yeah,
better
that's
than that.
really good.
Right? And
That's really good.
can't decide if it's going to be the head of the new Sliver deck or not, or if I'm going to use some of the
it
others.
might have to at this point.
It could, but I also got a 9.5 Sliver Overlord.
Wow.
Non-foil, but still, I'll take a. So
And that's the one that had a scourge in it.
9.5, yeah, and
yeah.
10.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh,
so
my Lord.
that one,
Oh, my Lord.
right? So eventually we'll try to get all the slivers graded across.
At this point, you have to.
You have to, right? Start
The
it out.
Overlord has spoken.
Yeah. This I command.
Well, you got the hard ones out of the
Yeah.
way.
Fair enough. Well, yeah. So
Oh, my
9.5.
Lord.
Yeah.
What a crazy submission this turned out to be.
Here we go. This one might be one of the more expensive ones from all of them.
Okay.
The Thoughtseize Retro
Whoa.
at a 9.5. So yeah,
Yeah, there's that 10 on the edges.
this is 10 on the edges, 9.5 centering, 9.5 cornering, 9 surface. So
Yeah. Oh, man.
Again,
it's so easy for
so
that
that's-
surface to take a hit.
yeah, especially the foils, and it's about 9.5 is probably about $600.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Give or take.
You want to sleeve for that guy?
Nah, I got these plastic things that they sent them in.
You want a better
yes,
sleeve
I'd love,
for that
I'd
guy?
love a better sleeve.
You want some for the slivers too?
Here I'll
I
get
brought a pack.
We got a pack. Okay, so
Yeah,
sure,
here you go.
I guess so.
There you go.
Here, you want a slip?
Sure, I'll be
yeah.
out.
Okay. Yeah. And, put it in backwards, of course. Yeah. So like I said, some of the magic ones, just to get the subgrades, is kind of neat to see how they break down.
No, it's really cool. And in the world of magic collecting, subgrades are huge. You really got to, you know.
Yeah. And here's the queen.
So that you made the right decision, I think.
So this next one probably also going to be a commander. I think I actually won it at your store. Of all things.
You did win it at Cobalt's Keep.
Yeah, for the store championships. It's the Omnath Locus of Creation, extended art, tax list. So I'm really big fan of things like this that actually have like 5 abilities that you have to make up as you go along, and people don't believe you, and then you show them like, oh, it's actually worse than what you told me.
Wow,
Great.
that's actually what it does. Disgusting. And then they just get up and walk away, and you never see them again.
And again, another 9.5, which was a 10, 9.5, 9.5, 9.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
That's
been wanting to make
spicy.
an Omnath deck, so
that's
we'll
pretty
see.
spicy.
And so I think he's about 150-ish before subgrade, so I think he goes for about
He's
250, 300-ish maybe, give or take.
that's about right, I think. Yeah.
Like I said, like some of the prices we looked at were, I guess, 6-8 months ago, and Magic's fluctuated quite a bit recently. But
so I kind of got a steal at the look at the card that's coming next, and Yowza.
Okay, so this card was sent in because my wife is a huge Liliana the Veil fan, and the Ultimate Box Stopper. Yeah, one away from that black label.
Yep.
So I'll take the 9.5, 10, 10, 10.
Yeah.
Liliana the Veil.
That's super cool.
These cards were box toppers, so they were in an individual pack floating on top of the box.
And those never do well.
Yeah, so there was a lot of...
Yeah, a lot of heartbreak with those.
Yeah, so...
Oh my
like I said,
God.
did we say when we were looking it was like 400 or 500, I think, when we were looking at that one?
Yep.
For the 10. Not many sales for a 10.
And now that's... Oh my Lord. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
happy.
Yeah, there would have to be more of them for there to be many sales,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
That's just kind of how that goes.
And then the last card is probably my favorite of the group. Is Opalescence. This is a
super cool.
9.5.
Check out that art. That's so surreal.
Yeah. So is that John Avon, right? Yep. So John Avon, one of our favorite Magic artists. So Opalescence, it's a reserve list card. So it was one of those when they started reprinting stuff in Chronicles and said, hey, okay, we won't do this again. Half the rares and stuff from each set got put onto it, so they would never be reprinted. So there's only one printing of this.
Wow.
And only one printing in foil. And this has been sitting in my binder since, 1999.
Oh, you didn't like take it out to like booster up a table that's uneven or play quarters on it or something?
We almost played football with it, but we chose not to because it was obsolescence.
Oh, you had a Black Lotus for that.
Yeah.
So,
that's what the lands are for. Those worthless things. But anyway, so we're pretty happy with the 9.5 on an old school.
You should be. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all of the cards we have for this time.
Yeah, that's it for the order. It was kind of a chonky one, but everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys had as much fun looking at it as we did unboxing it. Just an absolute honor, right? To be able to touch these cards, like to talk about them, to see them in person. It's, oh God, I could not go back to having a real job. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Okay. Have a good evening.